Hey friends, welcome back to Oso Farm. It is, what day of the week is it? Thursday of spring break, and I just dropped Isaiah off at work because of spring break. He's been trying to get some extra hours in to build up that savings, so it's been good for him, but a lot for us. He actually is scheduled to take his driving test in a couple weeks, so that will eliminate my driving into town every day for him. So excuse me, it's like the 9th, I think. So I went ahead and stopped into Aldi and got 2 milks and 6 yogurts and 1 thing of eggs, and I got 1 more loaf of gluten-free bread. I thought I had more in the freezer, but I didn't. So today's the first day, full day, that we don't have our grandsons with us. They went home yesterday, which is really sad, but we're trying to get our house picked up. I'm trying to get laundry done. We went to the zoo yesterday before they went home with Brian's mom, with Grandma. It was really fun. The kids loved it. It was nice to get out. It was kind of windy and overcast, so yesterday we had our big outing. Today, Evelyn is gonna bring a paint by number that she'd been working on. I have some for me and the girls, and I have some for the boys too, but I don't know if they're gonna be up to doing that. So tonight our plan is just to stay at home. I just put a roast in the crock pot, and we're going to paint by number and hang out. So I really need to get so much stuff done, but now that it's already lunch, by the time I get home, I'm gonna heat up some leftovers for lunch, and that's what's on the schedule. If you're new here, I do leftovers like twice a week. So I let our leftovers build up for like 2 nights. So we don't necessarily eat leftovers the next day. We eat them like every 3rd day. And that way, if there's choices, so if something that I made on Monday wasn't your favorite, maybe you liked Tuesday's better. So it just gives us a little bit of variety. Plus, I usually don't have leftovers enough for every single person to have a leftover of 1 meal. So anyways, I'm gonna rush home and make lunch, and then hopefully get some stuff done. Evan was really kind of clingy and needy and whiny today, so hopefully he's kind of perked up a little bit and is ready to play independently a little bit so that I can get some stuff done. I really need to get grading and some school stuff done. Oh my gosh, I can't believe tomorrow's Friday and then it's over. So let's get home and get busy. So when I got home, I started a dessert to go with the roast, and I remembered that I had a cake left over from Christmas that we didn't use in the freezer, so I went ahead and made this custard. Here I have 7 egg yolks, and I mixed that with some sugar, and then the directions said to blend until it got light and fluffy. Okay, so now I have 4.5 cups of milk in a saucepan. I added 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. And this says in a large saucepan, combine that over medium heat, whisking constantly. And then I'm gonna stir 1 cup of this hot mixture into that egg yolk mixture and mix that up, and then put this back in here for 3 minutes until thick and bubbling. So I'm just gonna cook this until this gets warm, whisking. Okay, so it's mixed in there. Definitely lightened it up a lot. And then now this says cook over medium heat 3 minutes or until thick or bubbly. Okay, we'll check back in when it's thick and bubbly. Okay, so it said to add a cup of the hot mixture to the egg mixture. So I'm doing 1/2 cup at a time. This is not thick at all, but it is hot. I'm gonna stir that up. Then I'm gonna add all of this back to the saucepan. Try to do this one-handed, so I'll catch you back when it's in the saucepan. We're gonna pour it in. Okay, so it's thickened up quite a bit. I'm gonna leave it off the heat because I felt like the bottom was getting burned even though I was stirring it. So I added a teaspoon of vanilla, and it called for 1/4 cup of whiskey. So I'm just gonna let this cool off before I add it to the refrigerator. Here's a picture. This is called Bourbon-Cherry Trifles. And I had made the cake part right at Christmas time, and I made it gluten-free. We actually had so much dessert that the night that I was planning on using it, I went ahead and just froze it because we had so much to eat then. So this is still thawing. We have about 3 hours till dinner, so this should be thawed by the time. So I'm just gonna chop this up and serve it with the custard and some maraschino cherries. And I could make homemade whipped cream, but I'm just gonna open up a Cool Whip here in a minute. Okay, and so that recipe called for egg yolks. You can see I made a little boo-boo right there with a little bit of yolk, but I have these 7 egg whites. So because you know how crazy expensive eggs are, I don't want to waste those. I remembered that my mom had a recipe. It's called Forgotten Cake, where you whisk up sugar and egg whites and spread them into a like 9x13, and then you preheat a hot oven, turn it off, and then put it in, and that's where it gets the idea of forgotten cake, because you let it sit overnight and then it kind of dries out like a meringue, and then you serve it with frozen berries and whipped cream. So I'm gonna make this and we can eat this tomorrow. So it actually called for 6 egg whites. I'm using 7 because that's what the other recipe called for. So it just says to beat until stiff before you add in the sugar and the cream of tartar. Okay, so I added 1.5 cups of sugar and 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar and a little bit of salt, and mixed this with my KitchenAid until stiff peaks formed. And now I'm putting it in a 9x13 that's ungreased. So I'm going to spread this around. This is really pretty. It's really shiny. This is like a really easy dessert, but it really is impressive if you're trying to impress people. Hold on. Okay, so there it is all spread. I preheated my oven to 450. I'm gonna turn this off and just put it in there and let it sit for, it said overnight, so at least till tonight. Okay, closing the door, setting and forgetting, forgotten cake. Okay, I'm coming outside. Got it all locked up to check on my chicken babies that hatched yesterday and this morning. Oh my God, they are so cute. Good morning, guys. Y'all are getting some breakfast? Let's get to where you can see them. pretty. They're so fluffy and sweet. Oh my gosh, y'all are so cute. Let's get you some more water. So here's the cake. I'm just cutting it up in cubes, and I'm gonna serve it with the custard on top, whipped topping, and a maraschino cherry.
Are you videoing?
But he'll do like a
picture of
Hey guys, welcome back to Oso Farm. It is actually a continuation of a video I started the other day. It's been a busy couple days. It is now Saturday, our last Saturday of spring break. We borrowed a trailer from our friend JT. Thank you, JT. And we are headed to Atwood's to purchase some goat panels. If you watched our video before, we created a chickshaw for our 5-week-old chickens, and we've left them in the chickshaw so they can get acclimated to being outside in the yard. And so today we're gonna get some goat paneling so we can open up a section of the yard so that they can free range today. So I left Evan with Evelyn. She's heading back to school in a little bit, so she's gonna babysit him for me for a minute. We have our grandsons again tonight for a sleepover. They're going to a wedding, so we're gonna get this done. I'm gonna try to get some stuff planted in the garden if possible, but we're gonna run to Atwood's and see what they have. He's trying to figure out, this is the first time we've hooked up a trailer to his truck. My arms are always getting tired. The weather is supposed to be really warm this week, and I really think we're in the clear in terms of frost. So none of my seed starters are ready to go into the ground. They do have 2 sets of leaves, but I need them to get a little bit bigger. I am gonna direct sow some things into the garden. I don't have any way to mark where things are yet, so that's something I'm gonna get at Atwood's today. And then we haven't figured out our watering system. We definitely knew we needed to move the garden. We're also gonna look for something to kind of mound up some dirt. I'm gonna start some melons and pumpkins. I know it's too early to do that. I made a Google sheet. I think it said late April or May maybe. But I'm gonna do those just in the yard, but I was gonna get some good dirt to kind of mound up and then let the vines go crazy. So I was gonna see if they had some of those circle bed outliners. I don't know what it's called, but anyways, it's taking a long time for him to figure out the trailer. They're loading up the trailer now. I got some seeds. All their burpee seeds were 40% off. I got these Chinese forget-me-nots. It says February to March, sow directly outside, 2 weeks before last frost. So those are really pretty. I got these lupine and sweet pea, a wildflower mix, another sweet pea, this Queen Mixed Colors Cleome, isn't that pretty? Some Cardinal Climber, and this sunflower was like a teddy bear sunflower. It was kind of fluffy, got that. I didn't have any corn left. We did not have luck with corn, so I just got these 2, sweet corn and then white corn. It's all falling. Showed you that one. These sugar snap peas. Ah, babe, your ticket's blowing away.
What ticket?
The ticket to show them. It just fell out the door. Chasing it. Did you get it?
I don't want to lose that.
I know. It's proof.
You just have to return it.
You got it already?
No, just the
Oh.
panels. We got to get the T-posts and the...
It's kind of an overcast day to do this. It's not going to rain on you, is it?
yeah, it might.
I want to eat a hamburger. Don't you want to eat a hamburger? You can't fit this trailer in a drive-thru, can you?
I mean, might.
Gluten. Sigh.
How many T-posts I get? 20?
I don't know what you did.
And
And then I also got
I forgot
these
the dang T-post driver.
plant labels. And then an Anaheim pepper and a cayenne pepper. Those are ones that I did not do plant starts of and don't have seeds for those. They did have some plum trees that we're gonna research. They were $35. They weren't huge, but they looked really healthy compared to when you normally buy a fruit tree that small. Did you get everything you needed,
No,
darling?
I still got to come back over here and get T-posts. But not exactly.
Brian's favorite restaurant is McDonald's right there.
Oh my gosh. That's like an early grave if you eat McDonald's.
Ooh, you're even trying to reverse. Look at you being awesome. You think I could maneuver this trailer? That would be a big fat no.
Yeah, probably not.
So our dilemma is that our three of our kids, Elizabeth, Everett, and Isaiah, are taking the SAT this morning. We dropped them off at the local community college at 7:45, so they should be finishing up about lunchtime. It's not quite lunchtime. What time is it? 11? So we just figure by the time we drive all the way home, they will be calling us saying, come and pick us up. They're going to finish at different times, so we'll probably end up sitting in the parking lot for a while. Are you going backwards?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure you knew that. So, in a perfect world, they would all text right now on our way home and say, we're ready. So they've had a long morning, and those taking those long tests are kind of exhausting, so they'll probably want to just chill out and rest the rest of the day. Okay, we'll see what happens. Okay, we're home. Danny is taking a nap. Emma and Chris just left. And so Esme is playing video games and watching, sitting with little baby Tommy. He's just happy he's been fed. Evan is in the gorilla cart watching a show. You having fun? No. Okay. Goodness. He stays in here because Coleman's trying to jump on him. I have a row of white corn and a row of yellow corn. I'm not going to cover them quite yet until I figure out what I'm going to plant here. We added the compost on top and then it rained, so it got kind of dried out and crumbly. So I used my little tool to kind of break it up, but I'm going to just get things planted and then water it really well. These are our Vego Gardens. We have an affiliate link I can leave below. They were really easy to assemble. I can put a link in the video description to that video. They are a really good solution if you want to use raised beds. This is what we started with, and I think as we continue to grow our garden that way, this will probably be, we'll add some more, but for this season we're just gonna stick with this for now. But it's exciting to finally get them in the ground. Brian is rearranging all of the paneling. We're gonna put the dogs back with the goats. We sold 3 of our goats today. We had been up to 7, which really was a lot for us. Goat feed had gotten kind of pricey, so 7 was, we're not milking them or anything, so they're truly just pets. So it was, here's Luna, hi baby girl. The electric fence is not working right now. They chewed through it over here, so that's why she's able to jump on there. Okay, let's get some things planted. It's a beautiful overcast day. Our kids from SAT have not, I waited to start because I thought surely they're gonna call, and then they just didn't. Here's our little chick saw. I'm setting up my coffee and my seed station up here. What do you think, Luna? What do you think, girl? What do you think? We have finally introduced Luna to Coleman. They had been speaking through the little pasture gate for the last like 5 months, and they are now friends. Everybody's chilled out. We're in the process of moving. I've been planting. Whew, goodness. Evan and all his big dogs. Evan and all his big friends. Oh, stand up. Did she kick you in the face? Y'all will look like you're in the pause stance.
We're out already.
Okay, so they got it in. Is it in? It's secure.
It's not secure on this left side. We got to redo this T-post. It's crooked.
Okay. So I'm gonna grow cucumbers on one side. I had no luck with cucumbers, which they're supposed to be really easy to grow. And then I'm also gonna grow, I bought some from MI Gardener last year that I never got in the ground, and you plant them later in the season. But some of the ornamental gourds, and I've seen people hang them, so then the gourds hang. They're like the cute little ones that you buy at Walmart in the produce section to like decorate for fall. So they don't really serve a purpose except that they're cute. But the cucumbers we eat, I probably buy 9 cucumbers a month. But if we had them all the time, we could make pickles, and hopefully we'll have some luck. It's past time to plant some of the beans. So we'll do cucumbers. We'll see. All right, love, let's get these chickadees in here. Hi, guys. Lulu. Yeah, where are you gonna park what gives them the most space?
I'm gonna kind of back this up.
Luna, you're gonna get cornered, Mama. Come on. She's like, new friends. Maybe put it over in the corner.
I'm just gonna
Center it.
right in the middle.
Okay. They're gonna have.
This kick. I busted the kickstand.
Is it what did you need a kickstand
Well,
for?
This kickstand, I didn't lift it up. It keeps them from tipping over, see? See, like that?
Oh, so you need a kickstand.
I need a kickstand.
How are you gonna, like, you broke the whole thing?
It's just this,
Okay.
this hinge. I can replace that hinge. I've got one.
Can you do it out here though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got
All right, Lulu, out.
Come on. Come on.
Luna has been Miss Stubborn today. Coleman, set a good example. Come on. Treat, come on. All right, pups, come on. Come here, Luna.
Let's go.
Good girl. Come on, Cole. Come on, Coleman. All right. Moment of truth. Are they gonna just jump out? Oh, they get to walk down. Look at you being all.
There we go.
Hi, guys.
Come on. They haven't ever lived outside of a box.
Of a special. They're almost 6 weeks old.
They're 6 weeks today, or 5 weeks. What would we move them out here at? 4 weeks or 5 weeks?
They're getting brave.
Hey y'all, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You want to come this way so you can see all the things? Is that Boo-Boo? That's Boo-Boo.
Hey, Tommy.
That's Boo-Boo.
Hey, buddy. Give me a smile. Come on. You gonna give me a smile? No. That's okay.
He's a bird.
Well, I think that we're almost there. Tomorrow we'll add some chicken wire along the bottom of this. We got daredevils. Daredevil chickens. But eventually they'll come out anyway. They're just too small.
Okay, I am exhausted. We're gonna close up this video. We have the time change tonight, so we may try to sneak and put the kids to bed the little ones to bed a little bit early. I'm so tired. We still got to do some nighttime routine stuff. We had a bath, right?
That's right.
Say bye, friends.